So you'll be wondering which are the portfolio secrets that top UX designers use. Hi, my name is Adrian Sewell from FutureMoose, and on this channel you're going to learn about how to level up your design career faster as a UX designer. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing below and drop me any comments and feedback about this video, and also check out the description for more information and resources. There's quite a few secrets out there that the top UX designers use to project their profiles and to get picked by hiring managers faster. Some of the areas we're going to focus on is the myth that the UI part of your portfolio is not important. That's just a myth. Case studies and how to structure them and simplify them and give the hiring managers exactly what they want to see. And lastly, the fact that your About Us page and not About Us, About You page and contact page are very, very important. So let's start with the first one. The myth that the UI part of your portfolio is not important, especially if you're not a UI designer. Well, that's a big myth, because your website needs to be as attractive and as good with conversion as a regular website for any business or any company, any product out there. The product is you. So obviously the UI design is important. You cannot just throw some wires and some sketches and some badly formatted and layouts of your page where everything sits. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the details, but UI is important, and I can understand why some of you might not want to take up UI because it's not part of your core skill or a requirement for your design specific profession. But for that, why not learn a little bit of UI? Why not spend maybe a couple of hours on an online site like, I don't know, Skillshare or whatever. I'm not sponsored or anything, I'm just throwing it out. Or even pay a UI designer to beautify your site, because the look and feel is important. Or even start with a template. Just pick a good template out there and go with it. But make sure it's an attractive, good one. You're kind of taking a risk. My best suggestion would be to just pick up a bit of UI skills. It's not gonna hurt. It's only gonna make you a better generalist around the design ecosystem anyway. So yeah, case studies. Case studies is where you hear a lot of suggestions out there. You should have 4, you should have 6 sections, you should have 8 sections, you should include this, you should not include this. It's such a mix of opinion out there. What I come from is that I've been on the hiring managing side before. I've been involved in a lot of hiring processes with designers, and I know precisely what we're looking for when we're hiring someone as a UX, UI designer, product designer, graphic designer, whatever you name it in the design ecosphere. And I can tell you that you should not go with more than 4 specific sections, namely the following ones. So first off, and this one is pretty common, you might hear from other people suggesting it, it's the overview of your case study. We're looking for a title, something super short, right? So a title of your project, client name, client name, project name, a summary of the problem statement, maybe some catchy UI shots of the project that's gonna make me continue reading, but focus everything above the fold in a super short summary. And very important, which were the mediums that it was designed for? Was it mobile? Was it desktop? Was it a web app? Was it a wearable? Whatever it was, include that. The second section, which most hiring managers want to see, is the measurable value and outcome of that project that you worked on, which is, in layman's terms, the successes, the wins of the project. What made that project a success? And here you're going to include up to 4 KPIs. And I'll give you some examples of that. The customer loyalty was enhanced by 23%, or sales have increased by either a percentage or a dollar value. There was a user retention increase by X amount. Or here's another one. The support time was reduced by 2 hours per day. These are all good KPIs to mention. There's a lot of them. Maybe do some Google research and find out more, but include up to 4. Stitch some large metrics there as numbers and include them as the measurable values and outcome of that project. That will keep your viewer reading. The third section, and this is pretty big, not as a section, but pretty big as importance. The responsibilities. Which were your responsibilities and challenges on the project, aka the hurdles? So here I want to hear specifically what you are responsible for in this particular project in one sentence. And then the second thing I want to see is which were the hurdles or challenges from 2 angles: working with the people on that project and the project itself, like the technicality of it. So many times we have stakeholders challenges. Let's say we're not getting feedback as often as we wanted to. That's a challenge, and I want you to include it, but also name how you overcame that challenge, because this is gonna showcase your soft skills, your collaboration skills, your communication skills. So it's pretty big. So just have a couple of sentences talking through these challenges and how you overcame them. And again, don't forget about the responsibility part. Which were your responsibilities? Many designers forget to include those, or don't want to include those because maybe they were part of a team and they want to take all the credit. Don't do that. It doesn't matter. No one. It's better if you share that. It's better if honesty comes through. And the last one, number 4, is the process. So only the last one would be your process. What the biggest mistake most designers do, they include this one as the first or just soon after the summary, and they bore me with all the design methodology that everyone is aware of. We know which ones they are. I don't want to see screenshots of you pointing at a whiteboard at wireframes. It's just, all designers do it. It's not going to differentiate you from your competitors. And if you want to be one of the top respected elite designers when you're presenting your portfolios online, don't start with this section. This section should be the last one, and you should follow the other 3 I mentioned earlier in the video. So I want to know what was your process. So here you can show me some screenshots and make me understand how you did it, like how you achieved the solution. And don't go too far. Show some high fidelity, show some low fidelity. Just tell a story. If you can tell a story through imagery, even that helps. If you can add some descriptions and explain exactly what's been happening in through all of those stages of your work, that's even better. But don't overdo it. And I don't want to see, again, images with you pointing at a whiteboard, showing wireframes in a team environment, or mixing cards on a table. That's just, it doesn't give me any information about your value in the project. They're just, hey, look at me at work. I don't care about that. Okay, great. So the last secret or the area that most designers don't focus enough time is the about page and the contact page. You need both of them. And let's start with the about page. On the about page, you have to include 3 value statements of why I should hire you and what sets you apart from all the other designers in your industry. So here, try to use some reverse psychology and maybe think about why would companies come to you in the first place? Which are those key pain points that a company would jump on a phone call and ask you questions and see if you're a fit? Why would they do that? What problems are they trying to solve? If you can answer those problems through your value statements of why they should hire you, you're already getting so much closer to being contacted by these companies and standing out from the competition. So it needs to sound like you're answering to the problems that they have with solutions that you have potentially as a professional that you are at that elite level. The contact page, what many designers do as a mistake, they either throw in a form that doesn't work or doesn't show you any feedback that the message was sent, and they don't include an email address. You don't want to know how many times I just closed the portfolio website, not because I didn't like it, or I just didn't have time to search for a contact. I enjoyed the page, I enjoyed the case studies, I wanted to reach that person and I couldn't because the form was stuck, my pop-up blocker blocked any communication, or I just couldn't find an email address I could simply copy and paste and contact them directly so then I can track it and create a thread of communication normally via emails. Sure, keep a form in there, but always provide an email address in addition. And if you're scared of being spammed because you have your email address pasted in there, sorry, but you're not that important. People are not gonna steal your email address and try to spam you. And if they do, I mean, there's ways to show your email address without being spammed. Just Google search how to show my email address on the website without being spammed. But don't make that a concern for not showing your email address. Make it easier for hiring managers to just copy that, paste it into their whatever software they're using to send emails, and contact you that much easier. Alright, so now you're 10 times closer for having someone contact you as an elite designer because you differentiated yourself with these secrets that many designers don't do. Most designers just copy each other looking at their sites around, but most of them do not really know what's going on in the minds of the hiring managers, what's going on the other side. So this should help with conversion on your portfolio website. Whether it's a UX, UI, graphic design, researcher, whatever it is in the design industry, they kind of all come together. These secrets are gonna definitely level up your presence there. Question of the day: which was the biggest hurdle you had as a designer when you were building your portfolio website? Hit me up in the comments below. I would really love to hear more about them and help if I can. If you liked and enjoyed this video, give me a like, subscribe for more videos just like this one. That's it for me. Until next time. Why am I wearing a hat and a sweater? Because it's cold and I have a bit of a fever and it sucks. But I'm not gonna give up. Here, I made this video. This video is out for you. See, I'm dedicated, man. I want you to be as dedicated to your portfolio too. I'm feverish, I'm indoor, I'm cold, and I still put the effort to make this video. You should put the same effort to build your case studies and make that portfolio happen from one week to another. Don't give up, don't stop. Just keep putting effort, put 1 hour a day, wake up earlier, start earlier, just do it, man. Do it!